Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Reborn as a Vending Machine, episode 3. you know, the show was not meant to take it seriously, I think, when you say when you're being reborn as a vending machine. But when it has like a certain scene, when it deals with condoms, it's just, it was like, I was laughing hysterically, I'm like, this show is just taking like silliness in a good way to a whole new level, right? Previous episode, you defeat a giant monster frog with Mentos and Coke, right? And then you have a scene dealing with, how jumping ahead, when Director Bear and this new beauty, you could say, is power preventing, like from people, other people beings, getting diseases and stuff, right? And we have our guy, our boxo vending machine, transforms into a condom machine, and it's like showing them, they pull out a box of condoms, like, oh, what is this, right? And then we have the girl named her name's Shirley, that she's like, oh, it's all stretchy, and just I was like this, and I was like that whole scene is like, oh, we should buy a whole bunch of them, and we can use it, sell them, buy a whole bunch of them to save, I'm like, jeez. But anyway, just getting back, that as we're getting back from the last episode, as we're getting back to the village, they find out the whole village has been destroyed by this big two-headed snake, right? But no worries, because since they'll be able to sleep outside for a bit, but hey, they're all covered because of our guys' endless supply, right? And I think they even their guys are saying like, oh, they even eat the beast meat as well. What are they, cannibals or just recipients? So. And then is when you get where our girl Lamus and this the beauty named Shirley, like after the whole before the whole thing, well, no, it was I forget it was before or after, though, that he gets to that they're getting in the bath, and he's sitting there, right? You see them both the girls in the towel, but I think it's like, oh, because this is a machine, so he can't feel nothing, right? So I'm like. And they're giving like flavored coffees and stuff, right? And that's we get the scene where Mr. Director Bear, she asks Lamus to leave, right? And he's asking about hey about a certain subject, and asking how how it is doing during mating seasons and all that, since he's a bear and all the other furries too, right? And the box is like, oh, this is why he wanted Lamus to leave. And when we introduced to Shirley, and then he transforms into a condom machine, and they're taking a little box of condoms, like, oh, what is this, And they look at the labels, like, oh, so this is how it's done? Okay. Thanks for thanks for the instructions, and they just buy a whole bunch of them, and the girl at Shirley's like, oh, this is so stretchy, and I'm like, the whole time watching the scene, I'm just like, oh my god! I mean, this show is just know how. I mean, like, you bring in modern items into into a you could say another world and a past, right? Because it's still like medieval stuff, like, right? I mean, just like there's a whole idea they've never seen these modern stuff that hasn't been seen before, and they're like, oh, and they say how very useful it is. And also, one thing I've heard what I'm saying, that I think they fully come to understand him, despite he's been saying the same words over and over again, though. But I think they fully understand what he's saying, which I'm liking now, because it would be weird if he just, right, like I said, probably from the start of the episode, how he'll be able to learn to speak normally. But I think I'm liking now how, even though he's repeating words, they fully understand what he's saying, right? Like, he's trying to say it in certain ways, like, oh, he's saying yes, he's saying no, or like in the beginning when the village was burned down, he's telling Lamus, hey, going straight forward, in a certain sentence, like, and she's like, oh, go forward, okay. So I like that, fully understanding what he's saying now, despite him saying multiple same lines over and over again. So I think I'm liking that, and so I'm thinking now, what, I don't think there's no need for him to speak regularly. I think he keeps on saying this, as long as when he's keeping on saying the same words, they know they're understanding what he's saying for pretty much for the most part. So then even the director Bear has him experiment, because now that he has a couple of new abilities. While he can camouflage himself, basically making himself invisible. Because there's more where there's this little girl, and talking to Lamus, and he's standing right in front of them. And they don't even see him until when the girl leaves, and then she just makes himself visible and surprises Lamus. So he's not like getting some cool, a couple of new abilities. Not only can he make a barrier around himself, but he can make himself invisible, and also that he also know he can make himself like a gambling make him like a lottery type of machine, right? Because there's this old man who's this little girl who turns her grandfather. He's been betting, right? Keeps trying to get. He has to get like a matching set, like 777, right? But he keeps being missing the last number. So, and when his granddaughter comes in, she does it. Actually, no, it's a different girl. Sorry, different little girl, because the girl that was like wanting to cause a mischief for our guy Boxo, she belongs to a different family. That was my mistake. It's a different granddaughter. So when she puts in the number in, she wins the free item. So she ends up giving it to her grandfather. Like, here you go. So it does have its very fun moments, like the whole thing with the lotto thing, and then especially the con thing is definitely easily the best thing, hilarious I've seen in the show so far. And then he can make himself be invisible now. And there's this little girl, like, it's been causing him mischief, like trying to throw rocks at him. She was holding a whole pile of rocks and saying, "Oh, I want." She claims that she wants the vending machine. Take him away from Lamus. Even though she says she's not my property, Bo, but I still need him, right? Everyone needs him. So, and she first calls her boob lady and all that because she has a big bust, and it's like. And she makes a comment, "Oh, my mom has as big as yours." And then her two bodyguards, like, "Oh, that's how broken that is." She's saying that their mother wears pads to make herself bigger. So the humor in this is very hilarious, So episode 3, it's been really good. I mean, it's too bad we're only getting one season because it's been the series, the novel series has been short lived, So, but even though it's one season, though, I'm still having fun with it, though. So, but for episode 3, Reborn as a vending machine, like I said, the humor is very funny with the whole thing. Our guy Boxer has learned a couple new abilities, and the whole condom scene just makes me the whole. But it's easily the funniest part in this show I have seen so far. So now you can transform into a different type of machine. Because even earlier, when the girls were in the bath, like Lamus was asking him what he needs, like for the bath, and he can turn it. He also in his dispensary, he can just say like men's underwear and even shampoos and stuff, So he can even dispenses those stuff as well. So endless supply of everything basically. Or even there's a point where even this lady and a guy come in asking for the trade for gold coins for silver coins, right? But since he only he can take gold coins. They can get back. He can produce out a whole bunch of silver coins as well. So since the gold coins are valuable, he's making bank on by receiving gold coins in exchange for a whole bunch of silver coins. And he must have had a whole bunch of silver coins because they had he filled up basically a treasure chest full of silver coins. So, and he was like, "Hey, you're rich, Joe Boxo." So, and it's also nice that they're coming to full understanding despite him saying the same phrases, though, which is nice. So yeah, but episode 3, I had fun with the episode. Especially as a whole, I'm having so much fun with Reborn as a vending machine. I'm really looking forward to what other funny stuff it lies ahead. So in the next episode, yeah, but episode 3, really good job on this one. I just can't get past the whole freaking condom thing. Just. With Director Bear and the guy Shirley's like, "Hey, let's go buy a bunch," Jeez, I couldn't even fathom that. I did not expect to see that in this kind of series. Yeah. But yeah, but thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Later.